Newquay is a popular tourist town, a world-famous surf destination and a working fishing port. The sea plays a central role around the town's heritage, identity and economy, which is why, like all seaside communities, it is under threat from marine plastic pollution. The danger of plastics in our ocean is real. You only need to visit your nearest beach to see it's already on our doorsteps. Newquay Heritage Archive and Museum has initiated a collaborative project to raise awareness of the issue and demonstrate what communities can achieve when working together towards solutions. I'll be chatting to some of their community partners to find out more. I met with Jill and Andy from Fistral Beach Clean to gain an insight into working together as a community.
In January 2014, we had very large storms in the southwest. Shortly afterwards, we started to find lots of old litter. Initially, it was quite puzzling. Where was this litter coming from? And then it clicked. It was actually been locked in the dunes. What is really interesting is when you find a piece of litter which is older than some of our beach cleaners.
That's right. Wow.
So it goes to show that plastic, aluminium, cans, etc., locked in the dunes, they don't degrade.
Okay.
Not in any hurry anyway.
Yeah. Why is it important for communities to pull together and tackle this issue?
I think with something like a beach, which it's very easy for us all to come down and spend time on it, use the beach, it's also important for us though then to also protect this environment and in essence give something back.
Of course, the problem of plastic pollution extends far beyond Newquay. 5,000 items of marine plastic waste have been found per mile of beach in the UK, and scientists recently discovered microplastics buried deep in the Arctic ice. There's an estimated 269,000 tonnes of marine plastic floating in the ocean, and it's killing 100,000 marine mammals and 1 million seabirds each year. Set up by a group of passionate locals, Newquay Marine Group is a community-run conservation group that works to protect Newquay's coastline for the future. I met Laura, who's one of the co-founders.
Cornwall is basically based on a tourism industry, so we have a huge influx of people that come in the summer to enjoy what we have. But with that comes boat traffic, becomes more people, more litter. But what we don't see is the microplastics which we have in our waters. So Newquay Marine Group, along with a huge number of stakeholders, have been doing a microplastic project where we've been trawling around our beaches. What we have found is there are over 2 million pieces of microplastic floating on the surface around our Newquay beaches. In one trawl we found 3,000 pieces of microplastic. So if you imagine what that is like around the country, and it's just going to get more and more and more problematic, then we're going to see a real impact in the next 20 years.
Do you think the collaboration changed the way that you work, and do you think that it helped you reach other people that maybe you wouldn't have reached before?
Oh, absolutely. I think that the demographic of the museum and the people that is interested in the history has really made sure that our conversation has reached more people. And by going into these tourist facilities and businesses and having displays, which we wouldn't have been able to do without the museum's help, has had huge impact.
I spoke with Len, who's a local historian and coordinator of Newquay Heritage Archive and Museum, to tell us how the project worked. Your way of working isn't typical of a museum. Why do you spend so much time out in the town?
We feel that it's really important for us to communicate with large numbers of people, organisations, community groups throughout the town to get our message across, and that way we reach a far greater number of people than we would do just people coming into our museum.
Why is collaboration so important, especially when it comes to topics like plastic pollution?
It's just seemed a natural thing to do, to hook up with someone that actually knew what they were talking about and could actually bring something to the party. So initially it was Newquay Marine Group. They brought some fantastic information. Their offering really kick-started this project. Working with Fistral Beach Clean, they presented us with a fantastic artwork in the shape of a surfboard and also a box of vintage rubbish. And there's nothing people seem to like more than picking through this box of ancient crisp packets going back to 1984. So that really emphasises to people and resonates with people how long some of these plastics and these packaging last, even though it's been in the open air.
Working together in this way, these organisations realised they are reaching many more people. By engaging people of all ages and backgrounds, the project is inspiring a shared sense of responsibility for the pressing issue. Its success also underlines something that anybody who works in a museum already knows. Museums aren't just about preserving our past, they play a fundamental role in conserving our future too.